Hey guys, what up? It's Matt. Just for fun, we're going to talk some zoo today in Modern Constructed. Um, this is probably not the optimal list because I'm not putting $200 a piece Tarmogoyfs in my deck, but it's pretty sweet, and I've had a lot of fun with this so far. If you like fast aggro decks that just like say screw it, turn them sideways, let's go for the throat, let's try to kill our opponent, this is a deck for you. You'll appreciate it. It's 3-color Naya Zoo. 21 lands we're playing. We've got 8 fetches, 9 shock lands, and one of each basic just for getting Path to Exiled, or the rare case where you're going to want to fetch a basic, which is maybe only against burn. And then I got a couple buddy lands in there just to round out the mana base. At the 1-drop slot, we have Step Links, which is always, known for punching above its weight. There's a lot of kitty cats in this deck. This is kind of a kitty cat deck. And let's see, Step Links is obviously the landfall trigger, so sometimes it's a 2/3, sometimes it's a 4/5. Downside is sometimes it's a 1/1. It sucks at blocking. In this deck, you don't want to be blocking anyway. The only thing I might consider trying over this, which this is going to sound quite strange, but I think Soldier of the Pantheon is really well positioned right now. So I might try that out too to see if it's better than Step Links, because it's always 2 power, and protection from multicolored means it can't be Abrupt Decayed, it can't be Electrolyzed, it can't get Lightning Helixed, and it can attack through Siege Rhino. I mean, it can attack through opposing Loxodon Smiters. I mean, it's got a lot going for it. Kitchen Fangs. It's the more I say, the more I'm talking myself into playing Soldier of the Pantheon in that spot. So I'm gonna keep trying with Step Links, and if not, maybe I'll give Soldier a shot. We've got Taylor Swift Spear, which is just always pretty sick. I just love this card. It's fast, it's efficient. Any other spell you have pumps it. I think it's better than Goblin Guide, which I know is a pretty strong statement, but not giving your opponent lands is great, because occasionally your opponent gets land screwed and you just eat them. Plus the prowess ability, there are a few things in here that trigger it, and you don't count on the fact that if you have more than one of these in play, suddenly you're getting pumps across the board. So I think this card is really just obscenely good. Speaking of which, another kitty cat, we got Wild and the Cattle coming through as just a 3/3 for 1 mana. Rounding out the 1-drop slot, we got Bolts, because if you play Mountains, you play Lightning Bolt, and a couple of Mutagenic Growths. This is there as also a pump spell, B a 0 mana counter your Lightning Bolt, right? 2-drop slot, I've got 3 Kasali Pride Mage kitty cats. They attack for 3 on their own. There's corner cases where you want to just make one guy big to get through a big blocker rather than, say, suicide attacking. And the enchantment and artifact removal is almost always relevant. So definitely good dude. Fleece Mane Lion, kitty cat, coming through in a big way. This is, I guess, my Tarmogoyf substitute at the moment. And, yeah, it sucks against the Lightning Bolt, but we got a couple mutagenics to kind of save us. And if you get to 5 mana, that's pretty late in the game for this deck. It's not often you do get to 5 mana, but if you do, that ability is pretty relevant, and you can put it out of harm's way. There's a lot of creatures that just can't deal with a 4/4 hexproof indestructible. There's decks that can't kill that. So you know it's got upside, and at the worst case scenario, it's a 2 mana 3/3. It's not that, I don't think that's that terrible, really, honestly. Lightning Helix, it's lightning bolt. It gains you life. You deal a ton of damage to yourself with this deck, and you don't care about blocking. So these help you squeak through in a race. Boros Charm, it does everything in this deck. It domes your opponent for 4. It saves you against a sweeper potentially, or just, you know, allows you to crash in with everybody and get like insane value out of trading up. And you know, in conjunction with a pump spell, it does a lot of damage. So Boros Charm goes really well with Rampager, which is, you know, you're almost never playing this as a 4 mana 4/4. It's almost always 2 mana for 4/4 trample, and this helped me. Last night I played against Abzan, and I ran them over, and dude played running Siege Rhinos 3, and I still won because I was able to just attack with my dumb guys into him and Gorklam Rampager over his ass. So fantastic card. Rounding out the 3 drops is Loxodon Smiter, which is just big beefy 4/4 for 3, can't be countered, which is relevant. You know, and you know, good against discard. So in my sideboard, you know, white allows you to just play mean cards like Rest in Peace and Stony Silence. So throw those in there just in case. Ancient Grudge, just because I can play it. The paths are there for decks where the burn won't kill the creatures, or there's stuff that's just annoying, like you know, this is great against Kitchen Finks. Like, I will path any Kitchen Finks just because you don't want them gaining the additional 2 life trading with your dude. It just, that's such a huge speed bump. You want to just get it out of the way. Firewalkers, I feel like burn would be a really hard matchup for us, so Firewalkers are there to make that matchup a lot less hard. I also think this card is great against Storm. You know, probably not going to be able to. They're going to have to work a lot harder to kill you with that, with one of those up. So, yeah, it's a fun deck. It's super fast, and hopefully we get some good matchups in. I can show you what the deck can do. Yeah, fun.